It is Monday evenings in Phoenix Racing League. I was gonna say like WWE Monday Night Raw. Isn't that it? I think that is it. Well, guys, hello. My name is Phoebe Thomas, and I'm the commentator of the Phoenix Racing League. Today, we will be racing in Azerbaijan. Welcome, Thomas, once again. Hope you're having an amazing evening. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to a watcher whose name is Thomas. I'm not talking about myself or something. That would be kind of stupid. Like saying, welcome Thomas, hope you're having a nice stream, but then talking about myself, you know. Doesn't make too much sense. But it is going to be Azerbaijan today. Last week, if I remember quite well, or the week before, I think it was last week, right, where we had Azerbaijan, if I'm not mistaken. Can't quite remember. But I've got time to talk a little bit about everything, because there's going to be a sprint qualifying, no, not a sprint race, and an actual race today. But we're still waiting for someone, so I can just talk about everything right now. That is what we like to see in the stream. Welcome, Josh. Welcome, Maxi. Australia was last week. No, Maxi, I'm talking about the actual F1. Azerbaijan and the actual F1 was last week, if I remember quite well. I don't know, actually. Because switching over from Azerbaijan to Miami in 1 week is quite fast. So I do think that it's not really that way, but it doesn't really matter. I've started raising cockpit cam. Yes, indeed it was. No, don't worry, don't worry. Cockpit cam, that is quite a risky thing. Because you don't see a lot of things on track whenever you're racing on cockpit cam. Oh my days, that is a tongue twister. Alright guys, well that's enough for the introduction right now. Let's talk a little bit more about the track itself. It is quite important. Because last week, well, first we're going to be talking about last week, where we saw Maxi win. That was a good race from Maxi in my opinion. Then we had WBA Brewdog in P2. And Chardman once again with his usual P3. He usually starts from the back of the grid if I remember quite well. But yeah, he manages to get a P3 every time, so that is not too bad. Let's talk a little bit more about the track information. We are racing on Azerbaijan today, as already been said. It is going to be on the Baku City Circuit. Population of Azerbaijan is going to be 10 million with the first Grand Prix in 2016. Last week we saw Perez win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix once again, and he has won it 2 times. So I mean, he has won this Grand Prix the most times. Quali record of 140.2 and the lap record of 143.0. Track layout wise, we are looking at a a sprint race and then a 50% race. Best overtaking opportunities to happen in turn 1, a hard braking zone to the left side. You've got turn 3, basically the same corner, and turn 5, also the same corner. So actually, all 3 of those corners are quite the same. And then you've got sector 3 straight, where you will have a lot of DRS opportunity, overtakes, you know, all that stuff. Circuit length is going to be one of the longest ones. It's going to be around 6 kilometers, and then you've got a race distance of 156 kilometers. Strategy-wise, we are looking at a medium hard, a hard, medium hard, soft to cover that late safety car, or a soft, medium, soft to cover multiple safety cars. Starting on the softs would not be a great decision, but it could work, or it could be given into your advantage whenever there would be an early safety car. Tire degradation rate is quite high. Tire overheating probability is also quite high. Now my predictions real quick, because otherwise, I mean, we're going to be starting in a couple of seconds. Prediction wise, I'm looking at a P1 for Maxi once again. I'm looking at a P2 for... I need to look who is in the lobby. I can't manage to see, so I'm going with Rios P2. Rios P2, and I'm going Brewdog in P3 once again. Biggest loser of the evening, I'm going with Divine. I'm going with Divine. Divine, you are my biggest loser of the evening and my biggest winner. Well, I'm going with Chardman again. He's just so consistent these days. I mean, he got some good results in the Div 1 race too. So, oh, Aaron is in the lobby too. Ooh, I don't know. Ooh. Oh yeah, I was just about to say the race was going to start, but I was really hoping for a formation lap. It is going to be a formation lap. So let's go straight into that, as it is going to be a sprint qualifying, as I said already. I mean, I would call it a sprint qualifying, because there's going to be, I'm not going to say, well, it is a sprint race, but it is kind of a qualifying, because these guys are not doing qualifying in front of it, like beforehand. So I think that's quite of a nice touch to the sprint race. And basically the order of the sprint race is gonna be the championship standings. On the left side of your screen, you're able to see the standings of what it is looking like right now. I'm gonna be switching, there we go, yep. And let me have a quick look in the standings, right? So we are looking at Adam being in P18. I'm not too sure if he's on stream though, because I think the last one is going to be Mr. Adam Moore. So Aaron is actually, well, last, as he has 0 points. And we have Hawk in, well, it's basically the reverse thing, so I'm not going to be saying the whole thing. But the guy who is leading the championship right now seems to be Rios. He has won 2 races already. Then we have Brewdog with 3 P3s, 3 P2s. So he hasn't been lucky yet these past couple of races, but I'm pretty sure he will be able to today. Maybe he can get his first win. depends on where he's gonna finish in this sprint race. He's currently in P14. As we can see, Chartman, Joby, and Landscape King are gonna be all the way at the bottom as they are Division 1 drivers. And as we know, Division 1 drivers are not allowed to be, well, qualifying, so makes kind of sense that they are starting at the back of the grid. I hope they are not going to make it too difficult for Rios and Brewdog. Just let those guys get their positions up first before really overtaking them, because otherwise it's going to be difficult and it might be a hard challenge to capture some points for the Drivers' Championship. So, I mean, it would be ideal if one guy crashes out, make it more, I'm not going to say, welcome, Conchi. O2, Conchi, welcome. Fucking Codemasters. Yeah, the game is really broke. The game is really broke, we already know, guys. Rios, it is indeed going to be a chaotic race. Last season, we saw the most chaotic race here in Azerbaijan from the whole season. So it's going to be an exciting race, but also a chaotic race and everything, actually. Alright, so I haven't looked at the strategy, but yeah, everyone is on mediums. We're going to be starting here, so it's going to be the sprint race of Season 7, Round 4 here in Azerbaijan. It's 5 red lights, drive-through penalty for a couple of guys already, and we're off the line. It is the top 3. Whoa! The talk goes DNF. There are a couple of DNFs already. Waza who has a DNF, and it is a bad start, and it wasn't even turn 1 and there was already a safety car. This was what they meant with a chaotic race. This Moru gets past Arum. That is quite interesting. Moru gets the drive-through penalty, speeding under safety car. That might be a second one though. Lobby restart Thomas. Alright, lobby restart. There we go, guys. I didn't know. That was fucking funny, guys. Alright, guys, we're gonna have a lobby restart, so like last week, we're gonna play some music for you, because you know, music is always nice. And I'm not gonna be showing you my favorite track, favorite music track, because, well, it is copyright strike, right? So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna show this playlist, which I made. Oh, I didn't make it, but yeah, it is quite a nice playlist. So let's switch over to this screen real quick, and yeah, we will be right back with you in a couple of seconds.
It's like, who's doing it? Fuck, again.
Alright guys, here we are. We're back again. Yes indeed, that's actually crazy, but is it like common water dog? Long racing drivers, or is that not really a thing? It's like what do you do actually? Do you put a what's that called again? String? Is it called a string? Wait, hold on. I need to Google that. I need to know. Rietje. It's a straw. Alright, so do you put a straw in there to drink while you're racing, or like how does it work? 'Cause I believe that whenever you're racing, you cannot really, like, it's, I don't know, it's not easy to put it off your, fuck this, I'm not even explaining this. Fuck this. Alright guys, so this is going to be the grid for you tonight. As you can see on the left side of your screen, it kind of matches the, well, the standings. Well, what's it called? The ranking. Good luck, people. Good luck, people, by Intronsic. There we go. Don't think Intronsic is in the lobby today. I don't see him in here. But he is a Division 1 driver, and he seems to be doing pretty good. So, yeah, keep up the good work. But as I was saying, it's the same order. Well, it's not the same order. It's the same people in the same order, but reversed. So, yeah, sprint race, it's always going to be the reverse standings of the driver standings. So yeah, that's a fun thing about this league, that they do this little bit of a touch. They're not doing any qualifying, so yeah, where you are in the driver standings determines where you are in the this is actually not fun. You know, it wasn't even Intronsic's fault. Like, I don't know. It wasn't Intronsic's fault, let's be honest. He was just really good, and you guys thought, oh, we're gonna delete him from the grid. No. Just kidding, guys. Fun thing is, you know, there is gonna be a lot of overtaking opportunities right now in this sprint, as the fast guys are starting from the back, the slow guys are starting from the front. I wouldn't say Aaron is a slow guy. He'll probably get P1 by far. But he just hasn't been lucky these last 2 or 3 races. He might be up for some good points here in the sprint race. I think whoever finishes first gets the same points as an actual race, if I'm not mistaken. Chartman, any information on that? Well, he's trying to make his car fit in between the lines there. Not too sure if he's able to give me that answer. Maybe Dusky is. Dusky! Gotcha! Where are you? I need you. Give me an answer on, well, would you please give me an answer on, hey, well, no, I need to put the standings in first. Alright guys, sprint race, season 4, season 7, round 4 slides out, and away we go. We have got a crazy start from Doc here, as he already made the move on Aaron Valkas. Aaron goes a little bit too wide, but that was not a touch with the wall. We did see some front wing damage from another guy. I'm not too sure if it's going to be a... Ooh, it's not going to be... Oh! Aaron spins together with more! And we've got a DNF already. Andy Moyle, who hasn't been too lucky. There is a yellow flag. Stop the steal. It is once again going to be a very big steal for Entransic. We've got a safety car right now. Chaotic start. Once again, we've got Brewdog and Rios both made a lot of positions already. More right now. He's slowing down. But yeah, Dusky, my question was, the guy who finishes first here, does he get... I'm not too sure how many points the first guy gets. Is it like 30 or is it 40? I'm not too sure, but does the guy who finishes P1 in sprint race get full points, or is it going to be reducted? Yeah, 30. Yeah, alright. So it's going to be 30 for the sprint race winner too, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it probably is though. Alright, let's have a quick look with the position changes already. Robin has left the session for some reason. Not too sure why, as he's in P3 at the moment, so maybe Chartman can invite him real quick, that he won't be losing too many points here. Position-wise, we are looking at the real marks with the big winner together with Rios. So we've got 5 positions for the real marks, also 5 positions for Mr. Rios. We're looking at Aaron. He hasn't been looking too I'm not sure. He hasn't been looking too lucky today. Neither did he the last couple of races, as he's currently dropping down 16 positions. So he had that opportunity to finish B1, but I think it's not for him this season. He is already like 80 points behind. How many points is he behind actually? Is it like 85? Correct? Let me have a quick look here. Go 83 to be exact, then 75 to 2 other drivers. So yeah, it's going to be difficult, because these guys are going to be scoring some points, some good points here. We're looking at Rios coming in, not coming into the pits. We've got Brewdog not coming into the pits. Stop the steal. This is too funny. So yeah, Aaron is also coming into the pits. A couple of guys are actually coming into the pits. So is Joby, so is Eska. So yeah, quite a couple of guys who have been caught up in an incident. It's gonna be, well, it's, you know what the thing is with a safety car in a sprint race, it's only gonna be 6 laps of racing if you've got a safety car in lap 1. So I mean, there's not a lot of racing going on, so you really need to keep it clean and safe throughout these couple of laps. And Eska retired from the session. Not too sure what's up with that. So did Aaron, as they probably don't know that the guys who are finishing getting points. Oh. Yes, it is what it is. I hope it's not going to be another safety car, well, a lobby restart, because I don't want to have any lobby restart. 5-second time penalty for Robin. Is he already in the session? Oh, he gets a 5-second time penalty for nothing. He gets a 5-second time penalty. McLaren time. That is. Alright, so I think this lobby is glitched too. That is not fun. But you know, it is what it is. I don't think the guys can say, why did he take... No, he's not in the lobby. Unless you can see on the left side of your screen, it says 2 minutes and 19 behind. So that means he is in P2. But he kind of overtook everyone that... No, he didn't do it himself, right? It's a glitch from the lobby. But the game says he overtook 13 people under safety car. So that's why he got a 5-second time penalty. He's not in the lobby. I'm not too sure if he's able to join. I might need to ask in the Discord where he's able to join or not. Otherwise, I will be sending him in the pride. I mean, I'm not sure if he is though. Well, doesn't seem like he needs an invite. Yeah. Guys, how's everyone doing this fine Monday evening? Did you go to school today? Did you have work? No idea, actually. Dutski probably still is in kindergarten. How was kindergarten today, Dutski? On my first, well, talk. You are doing amazing. I just watched Star Wars. What kind of Star Wars did you watch, buddy? Loved it. Is it the new Star? Is there a new Star Wars movie? Don't tell me there is a new Star Wars movie, dude. Is there a new Star Wars movie? I'm gonna creep out if there is. Creep out. Is that? That's not a word. That sounds ridiculous. I'm gonna freak out. That was it. Freak out. Freak out. Phantom Menace. What the fuck is that? Hold up. I'm gonna be looking it up on Disney Plus because yes, they're gonna do one after Rey's story. Freak out. Hold up. Star Wars. Here we go. Phantom Menace. Isn't it like one of the earlier ones? Return like after Revenge of the Sith. Oh, the Phantom Menace. That's the first one. Yo. Oh, that is amazing. But you know what the thing is? Oh, safety car comes in this lap. I want to talk about Star Wars a little bit more, but I need to talk about the race. Sorry, guys. Yes, indeed. You would be going to kindergarten scenario. That's fucking funny. Alright, guys, here we are. It is going to be no red lights, no green lights. Well, it is going to be green light in a couple of seconds whenever talk is going, of course. You don't know, aren't you? Wait, fuck me. Who is Scenario again? Like, I want to know his Twitch name. Because I feel like he sometimes starts me. Alright, talk is going already. The Alpine driver hasn't been caught sleeping. But it is the AI running. So it's going to be Mr. Basil making that move on the Alpine driver quite easily. Looking at the back here, we've got 110 between Brewdog and Rios. These guys are going to be battling all race, I'm pretty sure, as they're fighting in the driver standings. Brewdog makes the move, makes a brutal move down the inside. Rios kind of lets him go past. So we've got a little bit of chaos there. Someone goes into the wall. I'm not too sure who that was. Doesn't seem to be too serious. Joby who makes a move on Ishii here. Ishii takes the position back in P11. Joby tries to make a move down the inside, but there was no room, and Landscape King kind of took advantage out of that. Fine eye in P8. There's an Alpine. That seems to be Landscape King. And we've got a move from the AlphaTauri driver, if I'm not mistaken, and there is a crash. The Fine Eye and Chapman. These guys know each other for a long time already. Not too sure what happened there, but Divine just got crashed out, kind of. And we've got Hawk in P6. What happened to him? He can't drive anymore. Kind of interesting. No, Mikey, no. Yes, indeed. By the way, in Transic, if I'm screaming, does it sound bad, or is it quite alright? Because actually, I've always looked for a clip where I'm screaming. I can't find one, and I want to know if the quality is a bit alright or not. Robin in P5, he's losing a position. He's losing a couple of positions, as a matter of fact, because he's not in the lobby anymore, so he definitely need an invite later. Real Mark's quite close to Moore. Now has the straight line speed here on the Ferrari driver. He makes a move down the inside there of Madam Moore. Madam Moore, I'm just calling Madam Moore. Basil, who has the fastest lap already with a 146.1, as he is 1.5 seconds in front of the Real Marks. Moore comes into the pits, and I'm not too sure if there is anyone going to be able to make a move here into turn one. It does seem like Joby is. Joby maxing now goes down the inside of Joby, and that is going to be moving. Oh, the Ferrari goes into the wall there. Ishii, who loses his front wing and is immediately going to lose some positions. There is a virtual safety car at the moment. I'm not too sure if there's going to be a full safety car, but I'm pretty sure there is not. Back to back. Landscape King, 3 tenths behind Ferrari driver, as the Ferrari driver does have front wing damage, so he'll definitely need to come into the pits and hope for another safety car. We might be seeing some brutal moves here from Landscape King, as green lights are gonna go underway in a couple of seconds. Real Marks has retired from the session. He crashed out, I'm pretty sure he did. Joby with a drive-through penalty. What is this sprint race? Most chaotic race. It is even more chaotic than the last race we saw. He just did a Leclerc there. I'm stupid. I'm very stupid. The Real Marks, he is stupid at the moment. So, I mean, he's not really stupid, but you get the joke, right? Oh, and there is a safety car due to that crash from the Real Marks. Alright, well, we can talk a little bit more about Star Wars right now. Not too sure if there is anyone coming into the pits though. We could have a quick look on that. But are there any Star Wars fans in the chat? Please let me know. Like, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? By the way, what do you think of The Mandalorian, right? The Mandalorian, the series about The Mandalorian. My opinion, it's one of the best series I've seen. I mean, the first season was kind of more exciting than the second one. Wait, the third one? I can't quite remember. How many seasons are there actually from The Mandalorian? There's 2, right? No, there's 3. Is there 3? Well, the last season was, in my opinion, good, but I wouldn't say great, because it was great though. But I don't like the fact that they went together with the other faction and all that stuff. I don't like it. With the other clan, that was it. Like those, you know where, what's his name again? Fuck me, that old dude. What's his name again? Oh man, I want to know his name. The guy from the. Oh my days! I need to. Hold on. Mandalorian. Oh, make sure I'm not calling anyone. Right? Mandalorian. The Mandalorian. Alright, so it has 3 seasons apparently. Grief Karga. No, it's not Grief Karga. Oh, Moff Gideon. Yeah, that was it. So Moff Gideon, right? He has been released out of that warship, that transporter thingy, by a Mandalorian. Now the question is, which Mandalorian was that? And in my opinion, it was that those guys with the big ship, you know, the blue guys. I don't like them at all. Neither do I like that big guy. Well, spoiler alert for the guys who are. Oh fuck! I already made a spoiler. Well, if you're watching and you don't want to hear anything of the Mandalorian, make sure you don't. If you haven't seen it already, but what was it again? What was I about to say? Oh yeah, that big guy, right? Duel of the Fates is the best cinematic scene of all time. No idea what that is. I can definitely Google it. But what kind of movie is that? Or like, I swear, if that's Star Wars, bro, I don't know anything about these names and all that stuff. Alright, Duel of the Fates. I'm gonna be searching for that. Duel of the Fates. Here we go. Duel of the Fates. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is definitely the best one. I don't know, I can't really post names or anything, so. Is there nothing here? Oh, I remember why. It's just a soundtrack. That is stupid. Revenge of the Sith. I'm not too sure if I can play it on stream, so I'm just gonna listen for it myself. And then I will like say what it was about. I don't know. It was like this Darth Vader guy. Oh my days, I'm such a bad Star Wars fan actually. Anakin Skywalker, that was the guy. And then the other guy, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Is that Obi-Wan Kenobi? It is, right? Oh, that was a... Oh, actually, in my opinion, that was the best Star Wars movie. like where he turned himself into. Well, he didn't turn himself into Darth Vader, but that was kind of a good movie, though. But the best movie I've ever seen, I can't, you know, for all different reasons, right? I think Air is a pretty good movie. Air is a pretty good movie. No, the best movie I've ever seen is Cars and Ratatouille. But, you know, that's kind of a controversial thing because they're Disney movies, and usually Disney movies are not really considered great. Well, they are probably, but, you know, whenever people say, oh, tell us a good movie, they usually say, like, with real characters and all that stuff, like, with real people. So yeah, I mean, that's why I always give Cars or whatever. But yeah, a lot of people don't do that. Anakin transitioned into Darth Vader as he was trapped in the wrong body at birth. And Charles, like, I didn't expect anything else from you. Alright guys, here we go. It is gonna be safety car restart, and Basil is gonna go already. Where is Brewdog? He's in P2, which is not too bad. Robin just joined the session, so he might be able to get overtaken already by Rios, or will he be defending his position? I'm not too sure if he gets into his car. He's not getting into his car yet, as it seems like Chardman and Waza having a heated battle right now. Chardman has got to be happy with a P6 though. He's got Maxi right on his outside. Gonna have a good exit, but so is Chardman. Is Doc gonna have any opportunity of making a move on Maxi? It doesn't look like it. These guys are gonna keep it clean right behind each other. We're seeing a Williams driver talk now around the outside there, down the inside here, off turn 3, turn 4 it might be, this turn 4. Oh, he spins, Doc loses his car, and that is gonna be race over, well, sprint race over, as he still has a 50% race to finish after this one. 3 cents for Landscape King. Is he going down the inside? It doesn't look like it. He's looking to make one, but Tark has wing damage. Tapped Waza, Joost, welcome in chat. Make sure there is wing damage. A Haas driver! Oh, I thought it was Landscape King into the back of the Haas driver, but it doesn't look like it. There is yellow flag in Sector 2 as Agman and Talk both crashed out. There we go, Eska. Welcome. You're in P16. You can finish the race. Well, it's not too bad though. Don't worry about it. Landscape King still pretty close to Ishi. Going into Sector 3 right now. He will not have DRS, as the DRS will not be enabled because of that late safety car. It does look like Landscape King is gonna try and make that move work. He has DRS, he has a better exit coming out of that last corner. He has little room to work with, but he will have to make it a drag race with the Ferrari driver. Mr. Moore crashes out, Divine crashes out as they're both crashing out in the pit lane. They're both in the pit lane. What is this? Chardman and Maxi having a little bit of an incident as Chardman is going to be right behind Landscape King. Now down the inside, he was looking to make a move as the Ferrari goes a little bit too deep there. Has front wing damage, probably. Mr. Basil loses that position on Brewdog, and that is going to be moved on for the Red Bull driver. So those are a couple of points for Brewdog to gain in that Drivers' Championship battle with Rios, as Rios is not close enough to Mr. Basil to get that position whenever they're finishing the finish line. Well, finishing the race, not finishing the finish line. Maxi now 5/10s behind Was. I don't think this is going to be an opportunity for Maxi though. Is Robin back in his car? It does seem like it, and he might have a good shot on Rios here as he's only 1 second behind. Alright, Jules, that is great. Well, love to see it though. It's unfortunate you crashed out as you're in P16 at the moment, but big points are able to be grabbed in the actual race, actual 50% race. So yeah, nobody is going to be able to make a move here. The only guy who is looking to make a move anytime soon is going to be Maxi, as he finds himself in P6 right behind Waza. He has a good exit coming out of turn. I can't quite remember what turn that is. It's a good run. He's going to have a good run. Has to lift a little bit. Not too sure what happened there with Landscape King. But now Maxi down the inside. That is going to be moved on. Landscape King, is he going to get that position on Waza? He's going to try and go down the inside, but it's not going to be moved on. Robin gets dropped back all the way to P7. That might need to be looked at, as he got a 5-second time penalty, but undeserved. This was a very close finish between Landscape King and Waza on 26 thousandths between each other. And your sprint race winner is going to be Brewdog. He will get full 30 points. His teammate nowhere to be found, actually. Rios is going to be third, so he's going to lose a couple of points to Brewdog. And I think I can clearly say this is going to be Brewdog's first win. Not too sure if you've got to be happy with your first win being a sprint race. But yeah, I mean, still good points for the Red Bull driver, as this is going to be your standings here. Your results of that sprint race. Welcome, Black Bala. Great you're here. Well, we're happy to have you here. You're an FRL driver, right? I'm not going to be streaming anymore for FRL, I'm afraid. I kind of gave up on the league. Well, I'm not going to be saying gave up on the league, but I mean, didn't really feel the vibe anymore. I don't have much time on Sundays anymore, so that's the sad thing about it. But now I've got a little bit more free time, so that's all good. Brewdog seems to be in P1, then we've got Basil in P2. Let's go all the way to the back real quick, as these are going to be your DNFs. In 9 laps, we had 7 DNFs. So that was quite of a chaotic race. I'm not too sure if anything happened with Moore and Divine coming into the pits there. These guys are, well, I mean, it was quite funny. There was a 5-minute break. Not too sure why there is a 5-minute break. Gonna be having a quick look. How do you do a 5-minute break? How do you do a 5-minute break? I'm gonna ask Charlie real quick. Oh yeah, no, I get it. Like, well, I thought you were also nobody to ready up for 5 minutes. Well, there has been ready up, ready up. Chart. Well, 5 minutes turned out to be 15 seconds. But yeah, no. The thing is, the realistic division is kind of chaos. And then you've got that actual, what is it called? That actual thing with 2,000 people in. You know, nobody is watching the streams. Nobody is putting any good comments on there. Like, nobody is interacting with me in chat. So I'm not really feeling any kind of connection. I'm always not able to stream on my channel anyway. So it's gonna be on their channel, and like, it's just not nice, you know. Last lights out and away we go. Yeah, in a couple of seconds, because it's going to be a formation lap first. But you know, I'm not feeling any connection. Like, the guy last week or the week before told me that my English was not good, and I was like, all right. Someone AFK. Who is AFK? It's going to be Andy Loyal. Oh, Andy Loyal. He crashed out in the first lap, though, in the sprint race. But yeah, I mean, it is sad that it has to happen this way, but you know, nothing you can do about it, of course. Let's have a quick look, tire-wise, what these guys are choosing strategy-wise. Joby, soft tires, that is quite interesting. Soft tires, it's not something I would go for. Oh, thank you, Black Ball. Yeah, I mean, you know what he said? He said there is a language barrier for some reason, because sometimes I'm not really using... Wait, let me get up what he said. Hold up. He said obviously you're not amazing, but I think that's a given since your English is not your first language. Yeah. It's a sad thing. Because like earlier, I had this league. It was the IRC league. They were not acting nice, and they were saying that I was bad and all that stuff. So yeah, it was not really nice. But then I said to this guy, "Yeah, what do you think of my stream? Actually, like, what do you think of my commentary?" He said, "Like, yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's not great, but it is what it is." And then I had the feeling like, you know, it's kind of hurting me. Bro, Dutchkey, that was my fucking comment. That was my fucking comment. That was my comment. Don't give Intronsic the credit there. Like, a couple of guys would be a spew here. What was the straight way to communicate? I agree. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, buddy. Yeah, I've got this little league in mind already on Sundays. They all already asked me if I was able to do it for them. So yeah, I'm gonna be asking them real quick. And there we go. All right, it's 5 red lights. And away we go here for Season 7, Round 4 of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We're already going underway. Mr. Basil loses a position. There's a Williams driver into the wall. That is Maxi, the Red Bull driver, who goes a little bit too wide there. That was Brewdog. And now Basil makes that move on Rios. Is there going to be a safety car? It does look like it, as there are already 2 DNFs. Appreciate it, Intronsic. GG's, Maxi. I'm not too sure what happened there. It kind of looked like you lost your car. Well, it kind of is going to be a routine. It kind of is a routine that we're going to be having a safety car first lap, first corner, first turn. So, yeah, position-wise, we're looking at 4 positions gained for the real marks, Aska, Aaron, Andy Loyal. Safety car simulator at this point. Yeah, it is kind of like that recently. I'm not too sure why that is, but yeah, I mean, it is the game though. It is the game. Doesn't make it too realistic driving out here. Well, definitely on Azerbaijan, because you've got a lot of corners to work with. The more corners there is, the more of an opportunity there is to crash out, of course. So these corners are quite hard to learn and to practice and all that stuff. So I do understand why a couple of guys crash out here. I wouldn't say turn 1, 2 drivers crash out already is normal, but I do respect it though. If you lose your grip into turn 1, if there's a couple of guys just being bad, there's nothing you can do about that. Turn 1, if you crash out right before turn 1, there's a couple of guys who just turn into you and you lose your front wing or your front wheel or whatever. I had it in France, right? You had turn 4, I think it is. The guy just turned into me. I spun, and the guys just flew off my tire. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing, but do you guys all league race, or like I do know that Black Bala does a league race. I do know that Biscuit Beer league races. Melindo. Do you league race? Do you do any league races? I do sure recommend these guys. Yeah, you're probably a Div 1 driver or something like that, but I mean, apologies if you are though. I'm kind of losing some names sometimes. No, I've got 242 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, guys, if you haven't followed the channel already, make sure you do. I don't understand this game. Thomas, got no idea. What happened there? You crashed out in the sprint race. You crashed out here. How can I not go full throttle 5th gear? I don't understand it either, bro. This game is broken as fuck. Oh, and just hope for the F123 game to be better. It's not going to be crossplay in the first few weeks, so that is quite a disappointing already. But what was I saying again? What was I saying? I was saying something. Oh no! Brake too late just before the castle section. Well, then it doesn't have to do anything with your. Oh yeah, for the sprint race. Can I be having a look in the chat real quick if there's anyone? I feel like it seems to be done. We pressed the button again. Not too much fuel. Alright. Is the safety car coming in actually? I don't think so though. I don't think so. Is it? It's not. I'll Brewdog in P1 still. Guys, if you are racing drivers, please let me know what kind of sim rig you're using. If you're using a controller, a wheel, I don't know, a fucking mouse pad, keyboard, whatever you play with. Please let me know. Nintendo Wii? No, it's not all my days. A Nintendo Switch, that's what it is. Oh yeah, I know what I was saying. So guys, if you haven't followed the channel already, please do so. I would like to get as many followers as possible. You know, it's not costing you anything, it's not costing me anything, it's not gaining anything. Only viewers, which is quite nice if you've got a couple of guys in the chat who talk to each other. It's only a good thing for you. For me too, because then I have people to talk with. The more viewers, the more interaction there is. Of course, it makes it more interesting. But yeah, I set the... Well, I put the advertisements off just so that you guys are not seeing any advertisements during the stream. As you know, that's quite funny. I had like fucking 20 euros in advertisements. I don't want that, bro. You guys should just be able to see whatever happens in the stream and not being interrupted by these stupid fucking Red Bull commercials, you know. So yeah, if you haven't followed the channel already, I know there's a couple of guys who have chatted for the first time when we've got Joost, we've got Homicis. Yes, sir. But if you haven't, well, I'm not sure if you haven't followed the channel yet, but both of you are having the first time you're chatting with me here. So yeah, it would be appreciated if you follow the channel. I've kind of stuck with getting new people to follow the channel. So I think I either need to find a new week on Sundays or whatever, but we'll see. It is going to be green light here. The safety car is going to come into the pits, and there's a couple of guys. I'm in Belgium in July. Woohoo! That's the only time I'm not in Belgium, but that is fucking funny. Actually, I'm in Italy whole month of July. Oh, that's unfortunate. You should have come by though. Alright guys, got green light here, and we've got green flags. This is going to be Brewdog starting this for enough permission at the safety car restart. He's going on their way already. Basil hasn't been caught sleeping. We've got the Alpine driver pretty close to the Ferrari driver here. We've got Madam Moore getting chased by Chartman. He's not too close there. So it doesn't seem like anyone's going to be making a move down the inside into turn 1. So we're going to be having a clean couple of corners, although Define is looking to make a move down the inside of Andy Loyal. I don't think that's going to be a possibility though. Joby, who's having a battle here with Ishii, he's getting overtaken by Joby, as it is going to be 3 wide between the Alpine driver and both of the AlphaTauri drivers. Charlton seems to take that P8 position, and this is going to be a good defense. We're looking at Joby having those soft tires, so in my opinion it would have been better to come to the pits already, because he is on worn out soft tires at the moment, which is not going to be a great thing. The real marks right behind the Alpine driver, the AlphaTauri driver, who goes a little bit wide there at the front of Robin Brivio. The real marks, he was looking to make a move though, sneaky bastard, but it was not going to be an opportunity for him, I'm afraid. And now Robin seems to be pretty close to Joby. Joby seems to be struggling on his soft tires already. Those medium tires were a great risk taken by all these drivers, except for Joby, of course, because right now he is feeling some troubles on his soft tires. Landscape King seems to be pretty close to Rios too, and we do know that Rios is quite fast in this division. And the fight crashed out. Oh no, into turn 13. Safety car once again. We are only in lap 4 out of the 26. And there is your second safety car. So I'm going to have a quick heads up with what happened to Divine. And I will be able to give you guys that little story. Maybe I can ask him to join this. Wait, I'm going to ask him to join the Discord. He probably doesn't want to do an interview, but you know, I'm gonna ask him anyway. A couple of guys are coming into the pits, though. I do think that Jovi is. He probably doesn't want any interview. Oh, this is so sad. Oh, I'm probably not even gonna get an answer. Well, safety car wise, well, strategy wise. We are looking at a couple of guys who are coming to the pits. Tire-wise, we are looking at hard tires for Ishii. Soft tires again for Jovi, if he wants to gain a couple of positions due to that strategy. And then we've got Madam Moore and Robin, all 3 drivers of hard tires. Egman, who started on the hards, quite interesting. Although, did he start on the hards? I don't think so. He came into the pits quite early during this race. Penalty-wise, we're not seeing anyone with a penalty, and position-wise, we're Aska not doing too bad. Joost, congratulations, you are the biggest winner of the evening, as you've got 10 points, 10 positions gained. EWRL is streaming. What a threat. How do you know who EWRL is? Well, those guys have been shitting on me for absolutely nothing. So yeah, I mean, all of these guys, I don't know what's up with them, but you know, they're just so grumpy. Like, everyone in this world is grumpy. I don't know what for or why, but like, what is the point of being this grumpy, you know? You were accusing me for being biased. I didn't know any fucking leaks, so I don't know what they were talking about, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? Trying to get someone in the comms box, guys. Well, not in the comms box, but like in the interview box, just to get some other voice on the stream. You know, it would be kind of funny and kind of cool to see other guys in the stream too. I'm not gonna be inviting in Transit because he's just gonna be saying some racist stuff, which he usually does in this chat. So we don't want that to happen on interview, right? I don't think Divine is gonna join. Sorry, Divine. No, yeah, I know you're. And Charles, you're the most racist guy. Like, that's why we are not friends. I'm not gonna be saying I'm not racist. I'm not racist, actually. I'm not racist. I'm gonna marry to someone who's not even Belgian. Like, I wouldn't break TOS. No idea what TOS is. I don't have any problems with guys who are not from Belgium, you know. I'm kind of open-minded about it. I do make jokes about it, but like in a funny way, not an offensive way. Alright, so Divine is not having it. I'm not gonna be having him in the comms. I'm not gonna be having him in the comms box, unfortunately. It would be funny though, like just to shit on the game and all that stuff. Yeah. It is what it is. And we're not seeing that Monty guy. Whoever it is, like, he's a relative to Iski, if I'm not mistaken. Well, we're not seeing him in the race today. He might be a Division 1 driver, though. Might be. Yes. Yes, I do know you. But is he in Div 1 or Div 2? He probably is in Div 1, though. He needed to work. Ah, there we go. He needed to work. Quite late, though. And in the evening? Well, for me, it's 10 in the evening. For all these British kids, it's 9 in the evening. They're able to race quite well before they need to go to bed. Alright guys, we're gonna have this safety car restart. Green flag is gonna go in a couple of seconds. It is gonna go whenever Brewdog is gonna go. He's gonna go already. And Basil once again hasn't been caught sleeping. That is quite funny. We've got Plaza pretty close to Rios. Is he gonna be making the move down the inside? Is he gonna be making the move? It does not look like it. He was going a little bit too deep there. As now Chartman will have a good run on the Red Bull driver, but he's Eska is going a little bit too deep there. He did a Hamilton. He's got to back out all the way in P15. We've got a yellow flag, but that was probably because of Eska. Robin, who seems to be all the way in P14. Joby was made that move on the Ferrari driver, side by side, into turn 3, and that is going to be moved on for Joby. Now Moore will have a good run on the AlphaTauri driver. He tries to go around the outside, but it doesn't seem to be working as Joby has those soft tires selected. Got Landscape King in P9, looking to make a move down the inside. It was not looking like it, as he kind of backed out of the move. He kind of outbrakes the Haas driver a couple of times over the corner. Not too sure if that's a strategy to go for, as you can easily put someone in the wall like that. So if I'm right behind someone, it would be quite nice to kind of keep your distance and brake a little bit earlier than the guy in front of you, but it looks like Landscape King is not going to be able to Aaron crashes, resets to track. So whoever sees this, give this guy a penalty. Agman, who seems to be losing a position there, is all the way in P15. Got Joby. Landscape King going into the wall. And that is going to be not race over. I'm not too sure if he has front wing damage there. He does look like it. Yeah. Brewdog. Fastest lap. There is a yellow flag. That seems to be Aaron again, as he crashed out. Once again, an unlucky race for the Alfa Romeo driver. It's once again going to be a safety car. So whoever comes into the pits might have a little bit of an advantage here. So this is going to be Eska and Landscape King. And Transic, are you still watching? Whenever I scream, you know, whenever I do this, is it loud? So I kind of want to know if it's loud or not. It's like if it's making your ears bleed, I'm not doing it anymore, or like I'm lowering down the volume. But if it's quite nice, I'm gonna be doing it more, you know, just making it a little bit. That's cool. All right. It's not like that your speakers are like almost getting broken, right? Is it better to listen to this kind of stuff, or is it not really? Like this one guy told me, "Oh yeah, you have no." There's no enthusiasm. I'm not like, he was telling me that I needed to play more with the kind of volumes and all that stuff. So I mean, if it's cool, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna be rewatching my stream though to see whether it's good quality or if it isn't. If it isn't, I'm not gonna be doing it anymore. But I thought it was quite of a cool addition to the stream. Whether, you know, I've got this. You know, we all know I'm a big darts fan, right? And whenever I'm watching darts, I always do this 180, you know, but then in my voice, right? Bro, I'm doing this all the time. Like, I'm not gonna be doing it now because my voice will probably be dead, and it is hot here in my room again. It is the fucking second time this week that it's overheating in my room for some reason. I don't want to know what it is going to be like in the actual summer. I'm going to be dying, I'm pretty sure. A lot of guys coming into the pits already. I want to know, these top 2 drivers haven't come into the pits yet. I want to know what tire they're on. For level hearts, they might have done a good job coming into the pits a little bit earlier. during the first safety car or the second. I think it's already the second, but now we're in the third safety car. Dusky, he's like a silent ninja, you know. He's in the chat here. He's watching the stream. Like I immediately said, Aaron, he reset the track. Like Dusky just picked up his phone. He was like, "I'm gonna DM Aaron." Not saying that saying that he cannot reset the track. Ooh, grumpy Dutchman. And Aaron was like, "Oh, sorry, Papa Tutski." Yeah, that's fucking funny, guys. Papa Tutski. Well, he has become a dad, though. Congratulations once again, Tutski. I think he's a guy, right? Is it a boy? I think it's a boy. Because he had this little Max Verstappen car. I mean, it could also be a girl, though. No, don't add me. I'm not being sexist? I think it's sexist, right? When you prefer a certain... Fuck me. I was gonna say religion, but it's not religion. Doesn't really matter. I'm not really finding my words anyway today. So, we're just gonna be talking about the race, right, guys? So, 3 tenths between Moore and Robin. We've got Rudolph with fresh hearts, and he, for the first time, is not going to be the one restarting the safety car. And I wonder when Moore is going to go, though. He might be going a little bit later than Brewdog usually does. He is indeed. He is indeed. When is he going to go? 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 He's not gonna go. He's gonna go right now. Robin has he been caught sleeping? Does not look like it. But Brewdog, wide close to Robin there, is gonna make a move down the inside already. Robin is going a little bit wide though, but it seems like he kept the position there from the Red Bull driver. There's a yellow flag once again. And that is gonna be Chartman and Eska. Having a little bit of a collision there. Joby was trying to make that move on Landscape King. They're looking like they're still battling. But right now, Brewdog down the inside into turn 3, but Robin keeps the position. Great defense from Robin there, as he's on kind of worn out car. It's not really worn out, as they're only 5 laps old, but still, you know. Eggman trying to keep the real Marks, who is on some great pace here today. Eggman, who is running 8 lap old hards, which is going to be quite a task at the end of the race. Keep working with them. Right now having troubles to keep the real Marks behind him. You're going into the castle section. I don't think that the real Marks is going to be able to make a move right here, but he might be after sector 2. We're looking at turn 14 or 15 if I'm not mistaken. We've got that 90 degrees left-hander. And when coming out of that corner, if you've got a good exit, you might be able to make a good move. The next corner was the corner I was talking about, so that might be a great challenge for the real Marks to have a good exit coming out of this corner and just try to make a move down the main straight. If he can use some ERS, if he can use some DRS, DRS is not going to be enabled yet as the safety car just came out. Aska pretty close to Landscape King. It doesn't look like Landscape King is in the session though. A little bit of wall banging there from Aska, as he might have lost a little bit off his front wing. Brewdog seems to have made the move on Robin. Down the inside here, Robin tries to make the switch back work, but it doesn't look like that was going to be working out. So Robin now trailing by a couple of tenths here on Brewdog, but I do think that he just has to keep the toe and the slipstream, otherwise he won't be able to get to close the gap to Moore, I'm afraid. Brewdog is going to be a driver who's going to be able to close down the gap, as he got 3 second positions, well, second place positions already during the last 3 races. We saw Belgium, Saudi Arabia, and Melbourne, if I'm not mistaken. He had a P2 in all those 3 races, so congratulations to him. He had a P1 here in the sprint race, And right now, his main rival seems to be in P5. So there's a lot of points to grab here for Brewdog. And I do think if this is going to be your result, he will be capturing that P1 in the driver standings. P4 for Basil as he's 5 tenths behind Robin. And he might be able to close down that gap. Robin, who seems to be 7 tenths already behind Brewdog, as he's not able to close down that gap anymore. Brewdog, who seems to be 4 tenths behind more. And I mean, he has closed down that gap quite easily here on the Ferrari driver. Now has a good run coming out of that turn, that 90 degrees turn. And he is going to have a good run here down the main straight. He's going to have a little bit of slipstream, not going to have the DRS yet. I don't think so though. He's not going to have the DRS yet. He doesn't have a lot of ERS to work with anymore. But Moore doesn't seem to have a good straight line speed setup here. As he's going around the outside, outbrakes the Ferrari driver. They're almost going into the wall, but it didn't look like it. Brewdog will get that position from the Ferrari driver, and that is going to be moved on for Brewdog. Is that going to be a move from Moore? It doesn't look like it, as Brewdog is way too far in front. Or for Basil, still 3 tenths behind Robin. He's gonna have a good exit coming out of turn 3, but it's not looking like a move. We're gonna get back to the back of the grid here, as Ishii is pretty close to Joby, but he's struggling to keep the toe of the AlphaTauri driver, as he's going a little bit too deep there. Almost went into the wall, and that is gonna be a race over for Ishii almost. I mean, not certainly, but it was quite close. The McLaren driver goes a little bit too deep there into that corner. Chartman, who's trying to make that move work, but it didn't look like it. Going into the castle section here for these 4 or 5 drivers. 7 drivers actually within 1 second of each other, except for Moore on Brewdog. And well, the first driver who's possibly going to be making a move is Basil here, as he finds himself pretty close to Robin. Only 1 tenth between the two. Now it's going to be 2, and this was that 90 degrees corner I was talking about earlier. If you have a good exit here, you might have a good run for that main straight with the use of slipstream and ERS, of course. Robin seems to be way closer to Moore than Basil is to Robin. Robin right now, the Alpine driver, down the main straight. We already know that Moore is not really having that straight line speed setup, and Robin also has the DRS. He's gonna make an easy move down the inside there. Robin kind of went into the side of Moore. I'm not sure what happened there. Moore is gonna make that position back again on the Alpine driver. Is there gonna be a safety car? It does not look like it, and Robin will take that position from the Ferrari driver. The real Marks was getting a lot of positions here on Hackman and Rios, and that is gonna be moved on. There's a little bit of chaos here currently, as there are a lot of people behind each other. The race was a complete joke. It kind of was. Yeah, welcome Lynn, by the way. And make sure to follow the channel. I mean, I know you're not doing that already. Please do, if you can. Ishii. I think he went into the wall there. I kind of went into the wall together with Chartman, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, both drivers are currently in P11 and P12, but we do know that the guys who finished the race, I sponsored. I mean, do you follow the channel? Because it's the first time you chat in the thing. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. Joby was a front wing damage already. Front wing damage. Where's front wing damage already? What was I saying? I was saying something. Oh man, I kind of forgot it. That doesn't really matter. But yeah, it is kind of chaos here. Yeah, I know it's divine. I know your Facebook. It's called Glenn. Glenn, whatever you want to call it. Eggman seems to be in the wall. Doesn't have a front wing anymore. Safety car? Or is it going to be a VSC? It is going to be a VSC. And the full safety car is not coming out, it seems like it. We will be driving a little bit slower here. We will be going underway in a couple of seconds already. Brewdog actually made a gap of 3 seconds already on the guys behind. And I think it's kind of because of P2, P3, P4, P5, all of those guys battling with each other. Just gives Brewdog a little bit of space to breathe with. Room to breathe with. Yeah, it is what it is. Basil right now, you're not in green flag yet, so you need to watch out for that delta there need to work with. It looks like Basil is having a little bit of issues with his fuel right there, so you can see a red light. These guys are going already. Like, is there a safety car or is it not a safety car? There's like, it doesn't look like there's a safety car though. My days, guys, it's so hot here. I want to know how many degrees it is. This is a very long virtual safety car.
Okay, VSC ending. We're going green.
Stewards are not able to remove those debris.
Okay, clear.
Here we go, race control, DRS enable, and we're going underway already. It seems like no one is pretty close to each other. Guys behind, oh, there's a lot of wall banging there by the guys here in P3, P4, P2. These guys behind are quite far from each other. I mean, Ishii 9 seconds, Joby 3 seconds, Escat 6 seconds, and I think, you know, whenever you're able to keep up with the top 5, top 6, you can easily battle for a couple positions, but the more you drop back, the more positions you're gonna lose, and the less. Basil right now, they're going side by side into turn 1. It doesn't look like that happened cleanly, and Robin will get that position back again from the Haas driver. Moore seems to be pretty close. He will have DRS, but it's not going to be an opportunity. Basil maybe, down the inside of the Alpine driver. You kind of frog brakes the Alpine driver. I mean, I'm not too sure what Robin did there, but kind of broke a little bit too early. If you ask me, just gave that position to Mr. Basil. Might be looking to make that move back again down the main straight, but he needs to watch out that he's not getting overtaken by the Ferrari, because that way it will be a hard challenge to make that move back again on Basil, as he then needs to overtake 2 drivers instead of 1. Mark seems to be pretty close to Moore, as it is gonna be an opportunity because Moore is going a little bit too deep coming into that corner. Through the castle section, this is not an overtaking opportunity. Whenever you think it is an overtaking opportunity, don't go for it, as I'm pretty sure it is. You know, I've never seen anyone make a move through the castle section. That is fucking crazy. I did see one overtake, but it didn't happen cleanly, unfair and all that stuff. So don't try it. Don't try it. Just keep it clean through that section, and you will be able to make a move here down this long straight. This is one of the longest straights on the calendar. Welcome Shuki, but you're here. There's still 11 more laps in the race, so long time no see. Yes, indeed. I think it has been since last evening. So kind of your fault, though. Robin, who seems to be pretty close to Mr. Basil, kind of lags all over the place right now. Is trying to make a move down the inside here on the Haas driver. This is a bad screen. They're crashing into each other, and the real Marks just gets that position from the Alpine driver. I'm gonna be drinking something real quick because my throat is a little bit sore. Well, but yeah, coming out of turn 1, I'm not too sure what Robin and Mr. Basil did there, but they kind of only talked for like 2 minutes before you had to go. Oh, is that so? Oh, right. Oh, yeah, right. I do remember it. Apologies. I needed to eat. Rios quite close to Mr. Moore. And then there is 7 seconds from Andy Loyal to Rios. I mean, Andy Loyal is still doing a pretty amazing job here trying to keep the assistant though. Ooh, Rios. You've touched the wall there. I don't think this is a track of Rios. I don't think this is a track he likes. As he's not doing very good on here. I mean, P6, I do think he can do a little bit better. Or kind of touches the back of the Haas driver there. A little bit of chaos for the Ferrari driver, but it doesn't look too serious. How's the race going? Kind of chaotic. We did have 3 or 4 safety cars at the beginning of this race. Oh my days. Moore goes into the wall there. as that is going to be a full safety car.
Okay, slow
Full
down,
safety
slow
car.
down.
There were a
Don't
couple of
steady,
guys coming into the
going
pits,
too fast.
and the only driver who's not able to come into the pits. Oh no, Brewdog.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap,
Brewdog, Mr. Brew, the Brew Man. Oh no. And these guys will all go for mediums, so... Oh no. Oh, Rios didn't come into the pits either. And neither did Andy Loyal. Oh, these guys are gonna get up some good points. Oh, that is kind of frustrating for Brewdog. I'm not too sure if he's coming into the pits though, but Basil and the real Mark going for softs. What is this kind of strategy? Like, I wouldn't suggest going on to the softs for 4 laps.
Stay clear of the white line on the exit.
They're going
The penalty
for
is
softs
dangerous
for
driving if you cross onto the track.
8 laps. So kind of a risky situation here for the real Marks, Mr. Basil, Chargman, Agman, all of these guys with soft tires. Because it's a long track, it is a hard track to master. There's a high overheating probability coming into turn 5, turn 6. You're going to be crashing out. We're going to be seeing a lot of people crash out, if you ask me. So, how is everyone doing? Yeah, ask the question, Shuki. Go for it. Shuki has a question, guys. Want to know what the question is? Do you don't want to know? Oh, by the way, guys, I haven't do. Can I hear you? No ID. If you do want it, you are gonna ask. You are gonna ask my parents. I'm not gonna ask. You are gonna ask. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not gonna be asking this. Brewdog comes. It's for soft tires. No idea why you choose the softs, but I don't think it's a great decision.
Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
No, that is also true. I'm gonna ask my parents, alright? I'm gonna What? Why not? I'm not gonna decide that, whether you're able to come or not. Why would you be both? You ask me, can I come to Italy? Like, I need to ask my parents, right? Otherwise, I mean, you cannot come without any notice, right? Yeah, but I mean, we gave you the opportunity and you didn't take it, so. As I do think they know that. I'm not 100% sure, but I do think they know. Yeah, I mean, we did give you the opportunity though. Don't blame us that you can't go. Safety car is probably not coming into the pits yet, so we will be behind the safety car for one more lap. Why are you talking English? Just talk Dutch. It does look like Agman is going slower on purpose. He calls it call to do a little bit. Another lap of a safety car on my case. This is like all of these races are kind of extending for some reason. Like sprint race and a 50% race shouldn't be taking 1 hour and 30 minutes, but yeah, it's unfortunate these restarts and all that stuff and all. Like 4 safety cars is a little bit, is a lot, you know, it's a lot. We're going alone to Kosovo? Well, that's yeah. I mean, if you want to, you can go to. Last time I said you weren't gonna do, well, we're not gonna do anything. You were angry at me, so I'm not going to be saying anything more. Yeah, have a quick look in the Div 2 chat. Doesn't look like anyone has been chatting. There were some tickets though. We'll be having a quick look. Like Andy Loyal has been caught up in an incident, so did Divine. Wasn't DNF by a reckless driver. I do want to know what this is though. Didn't want to know what this is. Let me have a quick look. Here we go. So, alright. Here we go. I do know that. Oh wait, hold up. Here we go. They're going. Oh right. Alright. I did see what was up there. Wouldn't say that. Well, I'm not gonna be saying anything. I'm not a steward. Well, I am a steward in PGR though. On Power Grid, you know. But yeah, I'm not gonna be saying anything here. So I mean, otherwise I'm gonna get slapped in my face by Defiant Eye. I mean, I do think the other guy's fault though, but still. Oh, I understand that, Shuki. If you want to go, you can go. I mean, I'm not gonna be saying you can go. That would be a red flag. Toxic. Oh my days, that is expensive. As long as you don't need to be anything else, I mean, it's quite alright though. You know, these guys are speeding up already and then slowing down again. I'm not too sure what's... Yeah, that is a lot. That is a lot indeed. Alright guys, we're gonna go underway already. It is green flags. I'm not too sure what kind of safety car restart this was for Rios. Is it kind of... He's... I don't know what was up there. He kind of sped up and then kind of slowed down again. Not too sure, but Brewdog has made that move on Andy Loyal already. He has those soft tires to work with. 2-lap-old softs. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Shuki, that's alright. Thank you. The Real Marks also has made that move on Andy Loyal, although, yeah, it does look like it, and Andy Loyal is gonna lose so many positions. He is on 11-lap-old hards, and he has to battle with all of those soft tire runners. And it's going to be a hard challenge if you ask me. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2. Sector 1 it is still. That is going to be Chartman, so he will be all the way in P12. Robin seems to have made a move around the outside, or is it Basil who's going to be making a move on Robin? Don't tell me they're going side by side. They're not going side by side, so that is great. Now Brewdog pretty close to Rios. And this is a battle for that P1 position in the driver's standings, I think, if I'm not mistaken. If outbreaks the Alfa Romeo driver, has a good run coming out of that corner, and that is going to be moved on by Brewdog into this 90 degrees corner. Although Rios is still next to him though. Kind of backs out of the move right there. Basil pretty close to Robin. Pretty close to Robin. He has a good exit coming out of the last corner, but Robin also has a good exit coming out of that corner. This is either going to be a three-way battle or a no-way battle. I don't think it's going to be a no-way battle. Oh, Basil now downs the inside. It's going to be 3 wide, and Basil kind of crashes out Robin. They really need to make that overtake there on the Alpine driver. There is some chaos though. Basil seems to be all the way in P11. Chartman DNFs from the race in the pit lane though, so that's always great. Rios, who has lost the position to the Real Marks. I did see that he was battling Brewdog, but I'm not too sure what happened there. It is not going to be a P3 for Chartman this time. But it is going to be a race win for Brewdog. I'm not going to see, I'm afraid, but I do think he's going to get that P1 position here. Maybe if the Real Marks has some good pace, but we do know that the Aston Martin driver not always has the same consistency as Brewdog has. Robin still working around with his A-level mediums. Has to fight it out with Andy Loyal, who is in 12 level hearts. It doesn't look great for Robin. Gained 2 positions. Andy Loyal actually gained 14 positions due to that pit stop strategy he made. Currently battling it out for P5. He does have a penalty though. Robbie tries to make a move down the inside, but it's not looking like it. Also 13 positions gained for the real mark, so that's not looking too bad either. Basil, who seems to be pretty close to Joby. 5 tenths, 2 tenths, 1 tenth. And he's gonna have that DRS opportunity though. Rock with the fastest lap right now on his soft tires. DRS or DRS not? It doesn't look like the guys have DRS, that's quite interesting. Is the DRS not enabled? I do think it is. So Basil, 2 tenths behind Joby here. He's gonna have DRS again. DRS again. It doesn't look like it's gonna be a move done. And they're going 3 wide once again here in turn 3. And this time around it does look like that happened cleanly. Agman seems to be in P4 again. Oh no, it was not. Was it Agman? Or who was it who crashed out? I think it was Basil though. Yeah, it was indeed Basil. Mr. Basil seems to be pretty close to Joby though. Let me have a quick look. As Joby is a Div 1 driver, he kind of loses the car there. Almost took out the Haas driver, but this will be extra points for Mr. Basil here. So great race from Mr. Basil. Unfortunately, he crashed out or got crashed out. I'm not too sure. I'm not the one who has to give my opinion on that, of course. But Robin right now 3 tenths behind Agman. And I wonder whether Robin is going to be able to get kind of outbrakes himself, then yeah, runs into the side of Eggman. Respawns to track though. Ooh, Dutski respawns to track. Robin, I think he did, or he could have glitched back to his position, but don't think that was the case. Plaza 5 tenths. He's gonna have DRS though. But is it going to be enough to make that move done on Andy Loyal? His points are not going to count, I think, as he is a Div 1 driver. Is he a Div 1 driver, though? Not too sure. Noted. There we go. Noted. 110 from Ishi to Basil. Basil actually gained 2 positions already. 1 on Robin, 1 on Ishi, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he's just gaining those positions quite easily. Robin now makes the move on Joby. By the way, sorry if I'm sounding boring, but bro, it's fucking hot here in my room and I can't concentrate for some reason. I feel like I'm in the October column right now. Oh, Joby went a little bit too deep there into that corner. Now Waza in P6. 6 tenths behind Andy. But yeah, these guys are not really making any moves anytime soon, I'm afraid. As they are pretty close to each other, and I think it's only going to be happening on the straight line. So Joby and Rennie are the Joby, Rennie, and myself are the Div 1 drivers. All right. I thought Waza was one too. Issue crashed out, unfortunately. Not too sure why. I think that was in Sector 2 though. Esca just got past the Ferrari driver, so it is going to be 7 drivers who crashed out, unfortunately, here in Azerbaijan. But still, I do think this was a pretty clean, pretty clean. I'm gonna say pretty clean. I mean, rating it out of a 1 to 10, I would say it's like around 7 or something. The guys were clean, but sometimes I think the overtakes were a little bit too risky, so... Yeah, and then of course the thing I've seen in the tickets were not really clean, but it doesn't really matter. We saw some good overtakes though. I mean, and there's still 2 more laps to go, so you never know what you're gonna see anymore. It wasn't even supposed to be in this, and there's no idea why I said it. But Waza seems to be pretty close to the Mercedes driver. Now goes around the outside, down the inside here of Andy Loyal, and that is going to be moved on by the Red Bull driver. Quite nice move from Waza, if I say myself. Mr. Basil, he was having some great pace already during the whole race. Kind of outbraked himself into turn 1, crashed himself out. Now he's chasing the Mercedes driver. Kind of looks to make a move here. Now drives the Mercedes driver into the wall. Mr. Basil, I think there needs to be some work done on the sportsmanship driving. But it's alright, Mr. Basil, we're all sometimes not having our races. There's 4 seconds already between the real marks and Blue Dog. That is crazy if you think about it. There's only been a couple of laps. Mr. Basil, right behind Andy Loyal. Andy Loyal seems to be struggling on these hard tires, though. We do know that Basil is on soft tires. You know, he's not backing out of any move. But we do think that Andy Loyal is kind of struggling. He came all the way from P18 to P6 right now, so kind of gained 12 positions. Mainly due to his strategy, though. Mr. Basil now down the inside, and that seems to be moved on. I don't think Andy Loyal is going to be defending that position, though, as he needs to defend his position on Robin. Robin, who's gonna have DRS. There's 2 more laps to go. Well, not 1 more after this one, but it's kind of a long track, so I'm saying 2 more laps though. We're in lap 25 out of 26. Robin 3/10. No, in sector 1, you're able to make the move if you're close enough, and I don't think that's possibility in sector 2 and sector 3. So, you know, we did see, I think it was Mr. Basil trying to make a move on Andy Loyal or Robin here in this corner. It kind of worked out. So yeah, I don't think whenever you're close to someone in sector 2 you're able to make a move anywhere. You know, maybe during this section. Not even, because it's like a hard braking zone. Owen, who kind of has a snap coming out of that corner. I think it's going to be a long last lap battle between Robin and Loyal. And Andy kind of backs out of the battle there, which is quite smart from the Mercedes driver. I don't want him to lose any more points or positions due to him battling, and that way he's gonna have to DRS here too on Robin, and he's gonna be making a move. Robin with the dive bomb down the inside there, beautifully done, Robin, and that was a great move on the Mercedes driver. So and Loyal kind of frustrated right now with that move by Robin. Oh no, Esca, last lap, buddy, last lap. How is this happening? Last lap, come on. Alright, so we're gonna have 8 people crashing out here in Azerbaijan. I mean, it's kind of a normal track to crash out on. It is difficult, and I do understand why people crash out, so yeah. But last lap, I mean, you're driving last anyway. He was a couple of seconds behind. I have no idea why you would throw away so many good points, because I think you would have gotten like 10 points or something. Not too sure. But the only guy who's going to have an opportunity on making a move is going to be Rios. He is 5 tenths behind the real marks, and I think it's going to be the real marks. Yeah, he's going to lose that position now. He's going to lose that position anyway, as Rios doesn't have a penalty and Real Marks does have a penalty. That is going to be moved on for the Alfa Romeo driver. Congratulations on the top 3. Jovi loses his front wing there. Interesting fact. Joby has never driven a race. No, that's a joke. I was gonna say Joby has never driven a race where you didn't lose a front wing. That's a joke. Joby, it's a joke, buddy. Escape King is not able to make that move on Joby though. That is quite interesting. Maybe with the use of DRS. He's not using any DRS, so I think he's just giving the position to Joby there. Everyone just came across the finish line.
That's AI.
Yeah, as I said already, my apologies for being a little bit more quiet during these last couple of laps, but it just, I think it's like 30 degrees here in my room. Days I'm tired. It's been a stream of 1 hour and 45 minutes again, so yeah, it's quite a long stream. It's been a long stream. So here we go. We have got P1 for Brewdog, as he got a P1 in the sprint race too. So this is going to be some great points. He passed the fastest lap here in the actual race. He didn't have the fastest lap in the sprint though. I'm not too sure who had it in the sprint. Doesn't look like anyone had it. Yeah, it's going to be Landscaping who had the fastest lap, so congratulations to you. In the actual race, it was going to be Brewdog. P2, we had Rios and P3 to finish off the podium. It was going to be the real marks. Further, we had Eggman, Waza, Basil, Robin, and the loyal Joby and Landscaping to finish off top 10. And we have all the DNFs and all the guys who dropped out of the top 10. It is going to be Eska, Ishi, Chardman, Moore, Aaron, Fine, Axie, and Talk. Congratulations to everyone who has made it across the finish line. I hope to see you guys next week once again. I'm going to be finishing off the stream right here. Thank everyone for listening. I hope I entertained you. It was kind of a long stream, so you know, 2 hours of talking makes me tired. I'm tired right now. I can go to sleep right away. Not going to, because I need to chat with my girlfriend real quick before I go to sleep. It's always like that. Don't worry about it. So, guys, I thank you very much for the guys who have made it until the end of the race. I thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. I hope to see you guys next week again, or maybe on Wednesday, whenever Division 1 is racing. So guys, this was Phoebe Thomas as your commentator. I thank you very much for being here, and yeah, thank you very much. Peace out.